fellow Rock Nation family, Skylar Diggins-Smith is not only a WNBA superstar, but she represents her Fighting Irish to the fullest. Welcome to the show.
What's up? What's up, teammate? What's up, teammate? It's been too long.
Way too long. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate the love.
What's going on?
Thanks so much for coming back on the show, especially appropriate with you being associated with the Irish here on St. Patrick's Day. But I do have to bring it up. The Irish men's team didn't make the tournament this year, and the women's team didn't make the tournament for the first time since 1995.
I knew it was coming.
What happened?
I already knew it was coming because, you know, Jalen loud this year because his Wolverines are doing good. They on top, you know. But, you know, shout out to Niele Ivey. It's her first year this year. She getting her system in. She good at recruiting. She's one of the best. They'll be all right. They'll be back.
Skylar, you went to 2 national championships, 3 Final Fours. Can you describe the feeling of what it's like to participate in the NCAA tournament?
It's nothing like it. I always said it's the purest form of basketball. I mean, records don't matter, numbers don't matter, expectations, you know, and just being able to experience the Final Four, it's like once in a lifetime. So for me to go 3 times, sometimes we had expectations, sometimes we didn't, but you know, those are some of my best memories in basketball. Obviously, you know, had a great time and wish we got the ship. But, you know, we was in there.
So, like you mentioned, anything can happen in the NCAA tournament, and this tournament's like no other because all of them are going to be played in one single site. So who knows what's going to happen? But given all of that, when you look at the bracket, both the women's and the men's, who do you have as your champions?
Well, honestly, I think that this was the hardest year, obviously, because of COVID and everything that happened, all the adversity of this year. It was hard to rank these teams. So I think some teams are underseeded. I think some teams are overseeded. But I think the committee did a good job of matching up. And specifically in that Riverwalk region where you got Baylor, you know, you got UConn, you got Iowa. It's so many teams that could win this year. And for me, I don't have a favorite because Notre Dame ain't in it. So I don't really care who wins. But if I had to pick one, I say you got to watch out for South Carolina. You got to watch out for Texas A&M. I don't think they get the respect that they deserve. And obviously the teams that's always in it, UConn and Stanford.
I know the WNBA is taking respect. 25 years, new logo. Can you describe the state of the WNBA at this point?
I just think we're rejuvenated, you know, just coming off of that season last year in the bubble, you know, everything we were able to accomplish on and more importantly, off the floor. But to be here for 25 years, I mean, who'd have thought that when the WNBA started? And for us, we stand on the shoulders of so many of these legends, you know, that have come before us that, you know, it's inspiring to be a part of it now, of the 25th year journey, and hopefully for me, many more to enjoy. But it's dope to be a part of, and, you know, to 25 more.
You mentioned last season, it was your first with the Mercury. You played so well on the court, but you said you were a little conflicted about being down in the bubble. Why was that?
I think the climate at the time, especially the social justice movement, everything that was happening, it kind of felt counterproductive to step away from those things. It felt like we could be more productive outside the bubble and being on the ground. But we found out that not only individually, but together, we could do a lot of things inside the bubble and make things happen. So, you know, shout out to all the women in the WNBA. I'm so proud to be a part of it. You know, we always are a union in how we make decisions, having each other's backs. And there's a lot of women doing a lot of work now who've been inspired to open businesses, start 501c3s, and really be active in the community and fight in the social justice fight.
Definitely game-changing work. And I'm probably going to show my age here because I remember when the WNBA started and how enthusiastic I was and so many athletes were that our American-born players didn't necessarily have to go overseas to play professional. What are some of your favorite memories of the early WNBA?
Oh, man, I just remember the We Got Next campaign started it off in the Olympics in '96. And then, you know, I was like 7 years old when the league started. And that was the first time that I saw not only women playing, but women that look like me on TV playing. And it was just really inspiring. And that's really when I took a turn to like, wow, I can have aspirations now to be in this league one day. And I remember, you know, Cynthia Cooper raising the roof, you know, Tina Thompson, and, you know, her lipstick and her prolific scoring, you know, Lisa Leslie. and dunking the basketball and just doing stuff you didn't see women do at the time. And like I said, we stand on their shoulders, and it's great to be a part of. Obviously, Cheryl Swoops. I mean, Dawn Staley,
Buckets.
Lobo. I mean, those are my early memories of the WNBA and really what inspired me to want to hoop.
Well, we are so glad that you were inspired to hoop because we love watching you on the floor and we love having you on the show. Thank you so much for coming on. You're welcome to come back anytime.
Right on. Go Irish.
Go Irish. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.